Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And today, welcome to a very special episode of Final Fantasy Freddy's. Yes, it is episode 25. We're halfway there to 50. I can't thank everyone enough for sticking along with us for so long, keeping the show going. The amount of views this thing is, episode 3, the first one I put up, has like over 1,000 views now. I think it's nearly verging on 2,000. That's amazing. That is amazing for 7 minutes of me talking pure crap. But anyway, thank you guys. We do have a lot of news to cover, mainly Lightning Returns news. But first of all, there's one little thing I want to talk about, is the Final Fantasy Go There campaign launched. Now, this Go There campaign, well, as you know, we're having a Mikote costume in Lightning Returns that you can unlock. But in Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn, you can now unlock lightning and snow costumes for your characters. Now, all of them can have these costumes, but this Go There campaign is mainly seeing if Final Fantasy could go there. That's why it's called that. It's about having Final Fantasy 14, Lightning Returns, and Final Fantasy X and X2 HD all mixing in together. Now, this means that some monsters from FF13 are going to be in like 14, maybe 10. We don't know how FF10 is involved yet, but we just know that they're trying to have this cross-platform ability with the 3 games. I don't know what to make of this. I think it's just if you have these 3 games, you can unlock new quests and everything, maybe even new endings or stuff like that, but I don't know how it looks right now. It looks alright actually, and I'm quite excited for it. I want to see what they can do. I like when they do these things, like they have things from other games and other games, if that made any sense, because it is quite cool having these unlockables that you can get. Now in Final Fantasy 13 2 they had some special unlockables, but you had to have a save from 13. Now most people probably did, but for the people who didn't, they didn't get these. Now they would never be able to get all the fragments because they didn't even make it an extra fragment. They made that a main fragment that you need. So who knows what's gonna happen? Oh god, I'm yawning. Right, okay. New Lightning Returns news. They have just fucking poured all this over us. They have been coming at this news for a while now, just like whoa. But let's get to it. So if you haven't seen it already, there is a new trailer out which mainly focuses on the costumes. Now it plays different sequences, all in different costumes. There's some badass music playing, and we also get to know more about this Noel scene. Now, as we know right now, Noel will be a boss battle. As you can see from the trailer, it does look like you will be fighting him with the battle system. That's what it looks like. So essentially that's all we really saw from the trailer, with some pretty costumes and stuff. But there is a shit ton of news to cover as well. So this new point system has been introduced. You can use GP, or glory points as they are called, to stop time like on the battlefield, and you can use them to teleport like behind the enemy to different sides and all that and everything. You earn these glory points by beating like enemies, the battles and everything. But yeah, I think this is quite a good idea, but it's, I don't know. I don't really care, to be quite honest about it. Next piece of news. So only clearing important events and everything will set a parameter. Like, it's possible to clear the game as fast as possible without doing any battles. So you can level up without doing anything, right? You can just go around, you can help these people, because lightning grows in the world around her. Like, you don't have to do all this. Like, the battle system is based on Final Fantasy 13, but you don't have to fight it. Like, it's alright if you don't want to. You can walk by them, you can sneak by them, you might be able to level up like these different trees of the system. I don't know, but we'll just see in all this stuff. So you can obviously get your way of equipment and everything. It's quite large apparently, the starting basis of the equipment, which is good. That's very good. Strong weapons, you'll be able to get them from the start of the game. You probably, like, don't, it says on this website that you won't really need them until the last boss, so we know there's going to be a big finale, like most Final Fantasy games. The price is kind of high, but you won't be, like, it says you won't be able to afford it without doing your best. So, with the strong weapons, you won't need to level up Lightning to a higher level to beat a boss, because if you get the strong weapons have a level of their own. Like, weapons, I don't know if they did this in 13.13.2, I didn't really pay much attention to the weapon systems, but if you have a bigger weapon than Lightning, not like physically bigger, I mean a bigger level than Lightning, but you will be able to defeat this boss. If you're like level 2 or whatever, but you got a level 90 sword, that's you're sorted. So this part interested me. 90% of the visible map you can go to, which means there won't be that horrible invisible wall. Well, there will be somewhere, though, that disgusting invisible wall. But that means this game is going to be pretty fucking huge. We're looking at, I think, near enough Skyrim level. I don't want to say anything, but it looks really cool. And this other thing that I was so hyped about is that there's going to be dungeons. Yes, you can fall all the way into the map. I presume this is going to be the sort of lava looking place. I don't think that's been announced yet what that actually is, but it's going to be so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. So you can move in real time. We already knew about that. What's this? Okay. And curing, you need to have glory points to cure. Now, I presume that you're allowed to start off, you're allowed to use potions, but to use the actual power of cure, you need to have glory points, which you do get from battles. So now we know what you're going to get from battles is Gil. You're going to get a lot of Gil probably. If that is the point system, I don't know if it is. I think you use XP to buy things, I'm not too sure, but you're going to have XP anyway, probably Gil, and these glory points, and obviously you're going to get your time, your battle points, and everything. Yeah, that's cool. So, this is how the game sort of starts, okay? You start off in the Ark, where Hope is, and then you have to do all these quests for Hope, then you come back to the Ark, and when it's 6 AM, you have to go back to the Ark again, and this radiant power you earn during the day, you can use it is offered to, I really don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, it's YGGDRASIL, and the world's lifespan is lengthened. Yes, I'm reading this off Gimitsu, I don't know how you want to pronounce that. Something with the Matsu at the end, I don't know. So, you can earn radiant power by clearing quests. I probably presume that this is sort of like the life stream, this idea of having this flowing power all around the place that you can easily get your hands on. I presume it's kind of like that. Now, this part intrigued me the most. If there's loads of enemies that are really getting on at you and you really hate them, for me in 13.2 it was those, what were they? The things with the, I can't remember what they're called. The flans, that's them. The siren guys. Jesus Christ. So this piece of news, if you defeat an enemy enough times, it will become extinct. So I'm guessing we have like a little gauge of how much enemies are left in the world. This makes the world so alive, even though you're killing things, but it makes it feel so, you know, awesome. Really cool. I don't know, does it make any of you guys feel awesome defeating a bunch of enemies? But there's a catch, there's always a catch. The last enemy you fight will turn into a boss, and it will be extremely powerful. That we could have saw that coming. So yeah, what the hell. And that's all really for the Lightning Returns news. There probably is more somewhere, but that was just off Gimatsu, how we pronounce it. But it does sound like a really good idea. All the stuff that they're putting into it, glory points, and the only downfall, I'm not really looking forward to the glory points, but still, it does sound a bit like Glory Hole, something sexual. I don't know if I want to play a game where I earn glory points, but still. Should have done victory points. That'd be much better. But who am I to complain? And just a quick note, guys, for all you people who were worried Final Fantasy VII didn't make it into the Steam sale. Well, I had some good news. Why am I yawning so much? Maybe because it's so early in the morning, but anyway. Yes, if you're wondering that Final Fantasy VII didn't make it into the Steam sale, it did for about an hour 2 days ago. No, not 2 days ago. A couple of days ago, because the Steam sale's over now. Wow. But yeah, it was 33% off for about an hour because I don't think Square Enix really want it to be sold on Steam. But anyway, we've got it, bitches. So guys, thank you very much for watching this Link Returns oriented episode of Final Fantasy Fridays. Don't forget to stick around for more stuff, and thank you all very much once again.